between satire and existential dread blurs into a wild cosmic dance. This is Bong Joon-ho's 2025 sci-fi black comedy that's not just a film, it's a proclamation, a dare, a breathless sprint through the absurdities of ambition, power, and what it means to be truly alive. I want to take you on the inside of why this film doesn't just deserve your attention, it demands it, like a siren call from another frozen world. Let me tell you about the genius behind this. Bong Joon-ho himself, Oscar-winning master of genre collage, who wrote, produced, and directed this adaptation of Edward Ashton's novel, Mickey 7. From its earliest script drafts in 2021 to its final cut, Bong stitched in his biting satire, his class-conscious lens, and a wry humor born from political upheaval and personal experience. And with a production budget of around $118 million, some reports say even touching $120 million, this stands as his most expensive film to date. Now, the stage. The year is 2054. The Earth is sending colonists to Niflheim, an icy planet. Our protagonist, Mickey Barnes, played in perfect duality by Robert Pattinson, becomes an expendable, a human whose life is literally erased and reborn via cloning every time he dies. It's both harrowing and darkly amusing. Mickey 17 dies again and again for science, for survival, for everyone else, and every death looms like a twisted joke and a tragedy at once. Surrounding him is a spectacular ensemble that heightens every tonal swing. Naomi Ackie as Nasha, the tough yet tender security agent whose heart and loyalty are as mutable as Mickey's form. Yeun as Timo, the opportunistic shipmate. Mark Ruffalo as Kenneth Marshall, a populist politician turned colonizer whose theatrical power hunger drips like acid. And Toni Collette as his slippery, scheming wife, Ilfa. Let me say, there's something deliciously satirical and unsettling in Ruffalo's Marshall. Some critics read him as echoing real-world authoritarianism, even drawing parallels to divisive political figures, though Bong has been clear. He's an archetype, not a parody. The visuals, they're nothing short of hypnotic. Every frame is drenched in Darius Khondji's fiendish craft, sculpting icy claustrophobia one moment, grand absurdism the next. And then there's the score by Jung Jae-il, whose music pulses with strange neoclassical ferocity, somber and quietly cheeky in turns, haunting, chaotic, and brilliantly weird. His work, recorded at Abbey Road Studios, is already being hailed as subversive beauty. Now press pause on aesthetics and feel the drama behind the scenes. Bong storyboarded every moment. Robert Pattinson improvised his way into Mickey 18's grotesque exuberance. And Bong even renamed characters after soccer players, like 17 referencing Kevin De Bruyne, to weave in personal touches and sly humor. And that isn't just a cute aside, it's the DNA of Bong's worldview, blending the trivial and the existential into a cosmos-sized satire. Let's talk release. It premiered in London's Leicester Square on February 13, 2025, then Berlin's prestigious film festival on February 15th, before hitting South Korean theaters on February 28th and rolling out across the US from March 7th. Despite positive critical noise, Rotten Tomatoes in the high 70s, critics calling it chop and change genre delirium and wildly entertaining, the box office reaction was tumultuous. Opening weekend in North America, $19.1 million, enough to knock Captain America, Brave New World off the top slot. Globally, the haul stood around $53.3 million initially, and later settled at about $133 million total. But with nearly $200 million in combined production and marketing costs, forecasts predicted a loss of up to $75 to $80 million. Yet even amid financial uncertainty, the film found its way into streaming services, with some now dubbing it a wackadoo cult gem that thrives on its eccentricity and campy spirit. It racked up a few accolades along the way. Robert Pattinson snagged Best